What's up, fam? How are you? Today is August 20th, Thursday. We're coming to the end of August. Crazy. Today we're starting a new series called Be True to Yourself. Ready? Be true to yourself. Important because if you look at today's passage from Living Life, we are now in Romans chapter 12, verses 1 through 8. There could not have been a better passage for this series of conversations we're about to have. Being true to yourself. Being true to yourself. So today I heard this quote, and the quote is, a sense of belonging isn't about changing who you are, it's learning to be yourself, right? Or it's not about changing who you are to fit in, is simply having a space where you are free to be yourself. And I thought that was truly powerful because at the end of the day, we're all searching for belonging. We're all searching for intimacy. We're all searching for human connection. And if we can have a human connection where we can be true to ourselves, awesome. That is the dream. If you look at today's passage, there's so much packed into these 8 verses. So much. I'm going to break down 2 little bits because these, I feel, are true essences of what we're trying to talk about here today, right? Verse number 2, and this is a very, very common verse that everyone talks about. It is, do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. We talk about not conforming to the patterns of this world, to the pace of this world, meaning don't put yourself and fit it into those shoes, right? Don't change yourself to belong. Be yourself in that space. And if it's a space that just doesn't allow for that, great, get out. And if it's a space that doesn't allow for that, but you really want to invest in it, find out what you can do to still be yourself within that space, right? I'm going to talk about this tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but the next video. The second verse that I want to talk about is this last bit. It says, 6 to 8, we have different gifts according to the grace given to each of us. If your gift is prophesying, then prophesy in accordance with your faith. If it is serving, then serve. Teaching, then teach. If it is to encourage, then give encouragement and then ready. If it is giving, give generously. If it is to lead, do it diligently. If it is to show mercy, do it cheerfully. Modifiers on how we ought to do things. It's not just if your gift is giving, just give. If your gift is to lead, then lead. No, it's do it diligently, do it generously, do it cheerfully and willingly, meaning all the things that we do, all the things that we find value in giving to people or sharing with people, if we can share those willingly, happily, that right there is how you can be true to yourself, in the sense of, I am doing what is right to me, but at the same time in a way to serve other people, knowing that I ought not to think of myself more highly, all right? These verses are packed, jam-packed. If you have not read them, Romans chapter 12, go read them, comment back, tell me what is your favorite part of these verses. But another thing I do want to share with you is this. Being true to yourself at the end of the day isn't so much about figuring out who yourself is. It's simply about finding out your roles, finding out what you are doing, finding out where you are and how that aligns with your values. If I'm going to be a good parent to Elliot, how do I align myself to that? If I'm going to be a good husband to Annie, how do I align myself to that, right? But at the end of the day, remember, do not conform. Do not change yourself to belong. Find a space where you can be yourself as you belong. A little bit longer today. I'll see you in the next one.